What's up, boys? You might be using digital money every day. Tap to pay, scan a QR code, Apple Pay, PayPal, mobile money, or your bank account, or even cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's faster and easy. So digital payment have become the global trend right now, and central bank and the government want to join the trend by launching their own version, something called CBDC or central bank digital currency. Okay, you might be thinking CBDC is just another digital money. It sounds familiar, but it works very differently. Imagine if your money could be programmed where it can be expired just in like a month. Or what if it refused to let you buy certain things? Or what if it gets frozen and you could not do anything about it? It sounds crazy, but these ideas are actually written in official document and policy proposal. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is CBDC, what central bank and the government says about it, what the danger central bank and government don't talk about it, and who is building CBDC and who is against CBDC. So what is CBDC? CBDC stands for digital currency. As the name suggests, this is digital money created by central bank. It is fully centralized and controlled and regulated by central bank or the government. So because of that, many people don't even consider CBDC as real cryptocurrency. And also, government are planning to use CBDC as money, not as investment. So right now you may be thinking CBDC is just like your mobile banking or PayPal. No, at the first glance it might look similar, but how it works is very differently. So to understand better, let's see how money works before CBDC. So right now, central bank prints physical cash like paper money and coins. Once that cash gets in your hands, it becomes difficult to trace. Not like digital payment, because cash and coins doesn't record where or how it gets spent. So if you deposit that cash in commercial banks, let's say like Bank of Kigali, EcoBank, or Equity Bank, they give you digital number in your account. That number is just promise, not real cash. It's the bank saying we owe you this much. So if let's say government wants to freeze your account, they can't do it directly. They first need to ask commercial bank to freeze your account. So, and even when central bank wants to add more money into the economy, they don't give it to the people directly. They give it to the commercial bank by giving them bonds, which encourage those commercial banks to lend more money to the public. And if you go to ATM and take out the real cash, it also becomes harder to interfere with you. So today, commercial banks are middlemen, but with CBDC, that changes completely. The middlemen no longer hold your money. Your money are just stored to the digital wallet, which is connected directly to the central bank. In most countries, commercial bank will still give you the bank app and customer services. But the money itself, it is sitting at central bank. So since the central bank holds your money, they don't need to print anything. They can just change the number, adding it, subtracting it, and the most importantly, they don't need to ask commercial bank to freeze your account. They can just do it instantly. And because it is all digital, they can track everything you do. They can track your payment every time you send or receive money and other things. It is all visible to the government and central banks. So after understanding the concept of CBDC, now you have rough ideas about why government and central bank are so excited about CBDC. Here's the reasons. The first reason is more control. As I mentioned before, today most of our money are inside the commercial bank, not in central bank, which means central bank cannot directly influence or control how money flows. But with CBDC, central bank can have more control over the money system. So in theory, CBDC will help the central bank to directly adjust the interest rate to the people's CBDC wallet, while the commercial bank will just continue to offer the customer services or user interface. So no more middleman validation and delay, but yeah, more control. The second reason is full visibility. If you use a cash and spend it offline elsewhere, the government and central bank has no idea what are you buying and selling. So that's why the criminals conduct transaction or launder their money using cash in order to avoid the government from tracking them. But as CBDC is all digital, every transfer is visible to them online. They can monitor, track, or analyze everything we do. While it can help to fight the crime or tax evasion from criminals, this is also have price, which is losing your privacy. The third reason is cross-border efficiency. This is what the government and central bank says when they promote CBDC. Right now, sending money between countries is slow, expensive, and full of middlemen. You have to deal with correspondent bank, currency conversion, high fees, waiting days for your money to arrive. Central bank says CBDC can fix that because CBDC is controlled by central bank. It could, in theory, be transferred directly between countries through connection between central banks. So, if both countries' CBDC system is compatible, your money could move instantly between countries without relying on financial services providers like Visa, MasterCard, or correspondent bank. So this can be done without middlemen, which will reduce high fees and lead to faster transactions. So this shows how powerful CBDC can be. The biggest worry is what guarantees that government and central bank will not abuse us with that power. So let's talk about the danger of CBDC that the government and central bank don't talk about. The first danger is CBDC kills privacy. With cash, your purchases are anonymous. But with CBDC, everything is recorded. Every payment, every transaction is recorded. Some people might say, I have nothing to hide. Great. But privacy is not always hiding something. It is not always being watched every time. Buy groceries, they know. Send your money to your friend, they know. Pay something embarrassing, they know that too. You may think you have done nothing wrong, but how do you know what looks wrong in government eyes? The second danger, CBDC allows the programmable distraction. So this is the danger most people worried about. Because CBDC is not just creating digital money, it is also controlling what you are allowed to do. So with CBDC, they can block your money from being used to buy certain things, or limit how much money you can hold in your account, or even assign the expiration date on your money. So if you don't spend the money in a time, it disappears. This is not speculation. The European Central Bank have already discussed the conditional payment, which is like money with rules. Like in China, they have tested by sending check in form of digital currency that can expire after fixed time to encourage people to spend more and faster, and also to encourage faster economic growth. So imagine having money, but you can't save it because it has expiration date. And you also can't invest it because the money is programmed not to buy investing tools like stock or real estate. And you're left alone with no choice except to spend your money on approved item. So this shows how powerful CBDC can be if it fully implemented. And what if they start setting rules to benefit themselves? Well, we cooked broth. Third danger. CBDC creates tool for social control. Because CBDC is a digital account, your name should be on it as identification, which can be also connected to your digital ID. So in theory, this system can be programmed to respond to your behavior. Did you protest? Did you disagree or say something online like I'm saying right now? Once they know your sum, they can freeze your account instantly without asking commercial bank or others. Just like in Canada, during the 2022 truck protester, the government froze the protesters' bank account instantly without the court order. So even with the middleman, the government could do that easily. And the CBDC makes more easier and faster and more direct with no commercial bank involved. So which means no legal delays. By now, you are thinking you just heard the crazy story about central bank. But guys, these things are real. So let's talk about who's building CBDC. So let's start with China, the most advanced country so far. So their digital currency called digital yuan shocked the world in 2020. So the digital yuan has been tested in the most Chinese major cities. It is fully controlled and authorized by central bank. And they have tested their digital yuan with expression that pushing people to spend it immediately in order to boost the economy fast. Then there is Europe. The European Central Bank are also developing the digital euro. Their official document shows that they are planning to limit their spending with conditional payment, which is like money with laws, which limits how much digital euro a person can hold in his account. So right now they are planning a couple of 3,000 euros per person to limit the bank run. So according to ECB, they says digital euro is much faster and much private and even works offline. The only people who gets data are the people who pays and receive the money. But nobody knows if we back online whether that data get recorded by central bank or government or not. For United States, CBDC it is still in research phase and the legal phase, but the Federal Reserve had already launched the Fed Now, which is not CBDC, but many people say it is technical foundation for future of CBDC. So in June 2025, President Donald Trump had fully banned the CBDC and instead focusing on cryptocurrency. But again, globally, more than 130 countries are developing CBDC that include every major in economy, from India with digital rope, Brazil with digital Dray, United Kingdom with digital pound, Japan with digital yen, and also in June 2025, There are three countries, which are Nigeria, Bahamas, and Jamaica, that has fully launched their CBDCs. So many people say CBDC will not replace cash. It will just work alongside with it. But it is possible once people get used to it, it could slowly replace cash completely. So with all those powerful institutions pushing forward CBDC, there are also someone who is fighting back. The first one who is against the CBDC is the crypto community. Even if it looks similar, the crypto community are against CBDC because it goes against everything they believe in, which is decentralization, privacy, and free finance without permission. While CBDC does exact opposite. It puts everything back under one central power, but this time with even more power. The second one is some advocates and expert economists, lawyers, and civil liberals have criticized the CBDC for threatening the privacy and economic freedom, turning money into financial surveillance. So even some experts are not fan of CBDC. The third one is commercial bank. Now commercial banks are not worried about surveillance or freedom, are just worried about their survival. So if CBDC is fully implemented, it can make people move their money from bank to the central bank directly. So few deposit means bank have less money to lend, which leads to less influence and less profit. But because CBDC system is still not final, it is still unclear what the commercial bank's roles will be. So in conclusion, CBDC is not just another new payment method or another mobile banking app or PayPal. It is surely let you send or receive money faster and super efficient. But remember, it is also a system that gives central bank and the government direct control over your money. So is it CBDC good or bad? I don't know. Feel free to go in comment and tell me if you think CBDC is a good thing or it's bad things. So, big man the one, ciao ciao.